didn't expect it, you should respect them. I don't expect it, special ain't special. I don't expect nothing.
It's a blessing. Ain't no stress affecting my presence. But sometimes the pressure keep pressing. Worst keeps my...
I'm just trying to relate. 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 From the present now, my present fuck.
I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports. This game features a team that has been playing some of the best football in the NFL to this point in the season as they built up their undefeated record. Let's see if they can survive another difficult challenge in this one. It's the Bills going up against the Seahawks. What a surprise here. There is rain in Seattle as we're off to CenturyLink Field to link up with our broadcast team of Brandon Guyton and Sean Davis.
Larry, no trip to the Northwest is really complete without a little rain, and we're going to get plenty of it here at CenturyLink Field in Seattle. Tonight, it's a good Week 9 matchup here on a Monday night between the Buffalo Bills and the Seattle Seahawks. First and 10, it's Taylor. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. They practiced this all week. Pretty clear it paid off there. Threw it downfield, made it look relatively easy.
And it always comes a little bit easier when you've practiced it and tuned things up and you're confident in what you're doing now. They felt very, very good about their plan, and we saw the execution because the confidence of the players was there.
They'll throw on first down with Taylor. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. That throw good for 4. It's second down. And here's our first look today at this offense.
And let's start with LaShawn Shady McCoy, their star running back. He can do everything. Run it inside, get to the perimeter, and, of course, catch it out of the backfield.
And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down? And a look at the defense now.
A nickel look by Seattle on third down.
Yep, 5 defensive backs now. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Fighting him off.
Just ran right through the trash.
The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up fourth down. He caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch, and most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. Those hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line. And tough starting field position here. Balls on the dump off. And he gets this one all the way up to the 24. It's a gain of 20 that time. And that'll be good for a Seattle first down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. First carry for Thomas Rawls. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
Winston. And this is caught by Martavis Bryant. And he'll be take him down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Good use of the pass there to pick up the first down against a defensive look that they had specifically prepared for, they told us, coming into this one.
Certainly.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie, Reggie Ragland. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. And here come the Bills. And last time out, they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up. But you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over.
You didn't turn it over, right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting the ball away, and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover. Wow, now we got to go out there and stop people. So, yeah, there's always something positive to be gained from it.
So 2nd and 10 here. Out of the gun, it's Taylor. Looking for his tight end, Clay, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he's able to bring it out 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. And out now come the Seahawks. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
And here's the offense today that hopes to get off to a strong start. So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. On 2nd down, Winston again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. And we take a look at the Bills' defense.
Marcel Darius, year in and year out, plays at a Pro Bowl level.
Throwing again, Winston on 2nd and 10. They set up the screen to Rawls. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Completed pass on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down as the defense looks for the stop. They run with a power back. Rawls. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
On every snap, a defense is trying to establish who they are, but on 3rd and short, that's really when you exactly what they did. For the offense, they're looking at the offensive line and saying, guys, where are you? We need you on those plays.
A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense, and over the post.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. From midfield now, here's Taylor. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
You got to give some credit there, able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and get some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
Offense still needing 10 yards, 2nd down. Now Taylor going to hand this one off to McCoy. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time. Earl Thomas in on the stop.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy. 3rd and 5, so they bring in an extra defensive back.
An expecting pass. Here's Taylor. And he'll check this one down to McCoy. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Colton Schmidt now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool them. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted.
And now the ball's out, fumble near midfield. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. And now out come the Bills. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. Good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. They'll go again to McCoy. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
I'm often struck when I watch LaShawn McCoy play, how often you just watch him, and you almost get mesmerized by his style, and then, boom, there's another 20-plus-yard run. It's amazing how he pulls it off.
Yeah, his former second-round pick out of Pittsburgh, still doing it in the league at a very, very high level. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. 2nd down following the run.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
And he doesn't quite make it. They do stop him, but he gets it all the way down to the 1.
He may have had some off-season foot surgery, but that hasn't prevented Sammy Watkins from being Sammy Watkins, and that's special.
And when we see him before the game running the route tree, looked like the same Sammy Watkins to me that we saw a year ago.
Yeah, and I think he's going to just keep getting better and better. I love his
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. LaShawn McCoy, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bills have taken the lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. As Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And they had the fumble down. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
No, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. And good to see Jimmy back out there moving okay after the ruptured patella in Week 12 last year. You've dealt with that injury, haven't you?
I have, and let me tell you, you know that expression, I feel your pain? I felt Jimmy's when it happened. Now, mine didn't happen quite the same way his did. His happened in the line of duty. He was playing in a game. For me, I was just coaching. And went up to try and catch a pass. poof. I think for me it was just mainly age. For him, he was actually playing.
But good to see him back out there healthy. Winston on 3rd and 2. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Zach Brown. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back. And under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Cliff Averill in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block him.
Let's go! Ohio!
A fake to McCoy. Now it's Taylor. He's going to air it out deep for Woods. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. 3rd and long, it's Taylor. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. That one goes for 24 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. 2nd down and a little ways to go here. 2nd and 13. Taylor. Deep drop. Stays on his feet. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
Watkins alone on the left side. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Taylor. Taylor hit. He lost the football. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. The 20. And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score. And a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower postgame. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. They come out here in the eye. They go play action here on 1st down. Finding time. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowl cornerback, Richard Sherman. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
When we sat with the coaching staff a couple of days ago, they said attacking that defensive look with a run, something they wanted to do, it was effective.
And they were extremely confident, weren't they? Their planning, their preparation, they knew what they were going to get in that defense, and they were able to attack it accordingly.
So the D-line's going to spread out. Jameis now on 1st down. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And he's got it. caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Martavis Bryant with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his second miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And last year that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee, and that's at the 25. And the Bills getting set to go. And last time, one play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see when they decide to do a play.
And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Mike Morgan coming in from that outside linebacker spot to bury him for a loss of 7. And they're going to go soft on the corners. On second down, Taylor. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got it. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. On second down, here's Taylor. He's got Watkins on the out route. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. Short of the sticks after that completion, and now it's third down for this offense.
Let's go!
Taylor now to throw on third down. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended receiver, and it's fourth down. Here's Colton Schmidt now as he'll punt it away for the second time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Returnable for Lockett. A strong running. That'll be a 49-yard punt, 6 yards there on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Fresh set of downs here. In the slot on the right is Graham. Oh, design run for their wideout. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Second down, Winston. Trying to lay one up deep. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third.
Well, partner, I guess that answers the question about whether they're going to sit on it or not.
It does. Now we'll see if they try that again.
Yeah, I think what we find on plays like that, when you take that shot, if you're unsuccessful, then you go way more conservative to finish the half, you know? I think that's the way they'll go.
So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look, 6 DBs. On third down, Winston. He's going to let it go again. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So on now is the 11-year man, John Ryan, to punt it away. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. And the Bills offense comes out ready to take over. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper.
And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Final play of the half. It's Taylor. Flush to his right. And he'll check this one down to McCoy. And he'll be out of bounds, able to take it down to the 40. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night as we send you cross-country to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando with our halftime report. Here's Larry Ridley. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. As Seattle now ready to march onto the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
In the slot on the right is Graham. Throwing, Winston. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
I don't care how many times you tell the story, it never loses its luster for me. Doug Baldwin, undrafted out of Stanford, and plays like a #1 receiver should in the NFL. I don't care how you cover him. I don't care that his size isn't great. He's the one that typically comes up with the football.
Absolutely. His roots go all the way back to Gulf Breeze, Florida, where he's from, right on the water near Pensacola. And then, of course, to Stanford. And, boy, he's been good. Another run, but this time it's Rawls. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. The former All-Pro Marcel Darius brings him down. Big boys down there in the trenches and a nice play to stop them cold. Nothing there.
Yeah, when you talk about big boys, you're talking about those defensive tackles, those nose tackles. They're not just big, they're immense. And what a big-time play there.
And on 2nd and 10 now. They come up in an offset eye. On 2nd down, Rawls. There goes Thomas Rawls. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Thomas Rawls, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
That's caught at the 2. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Taylor will throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
And there's a good opportunity to just went awry there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
2nd and 10. It's Taylor again. And he comes back with one complete. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. They'll try and throw for it with Taylor. And this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, and they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. First down, this is Rawls. And a loose football. Rawls loses it, and his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. The Bills offense now, they get set to head back on the field. They recovered the fumble last time. 3 turnovers for them in this game. They've been, that word opportunistic comes to mind, right?
Exactly right. And you know guys on defense, they say the turnovers, and offensive guys call them turnovers. We call them takeaways. We go get them. And that's exactly what they've done in this game.
The former DB making sure you know they're takeaways on the defense.
Takeaways, man.
2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to third down.
When the 4-3 defense is functioning really well, you know who stays what we call clean and no one gets to him? The guy playing the middle linebacker position, the guy we call Mike. That means the defensive front is eating up all the blocks and just let him go to the football and make a play.
Third down, here's Rawls. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
And Hauschka's kick is good. And that will make this now an 18-point ball game. So they recover the fumble, but could not take advantage of the short field. They do get 3.
And no one ever turns down 3 points going up on the board. But the offense will go to the sidelines wondering what if. While the defense on the other side, they'll celebrate holding them to just a field goal after giving up such bad field position.
Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. And last time they were stopped on 4th down, had a drive stalled out. We'll see how they respond this go-around.
I'm eager to see what their mindset is, because moving the ball, feeling good, and then that abrupt stop on 4th down, do they go back to the bench and go, oh, boy, they've got something for us? Or
they've got his man complete. A big gain there for the Bills. 35 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. That one goes for 24 yards. And now they're in the hurry-up. From the red zone now, here's Taylor on 1st down. Can't find anyone open. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Sammy Watkins,
whenever they're trying to attack a zone defense, you're trying to figure out where your gaps are going to be. And depending on what type of zone they're playing, it could be on the outside, it could be in the middle, it could be in the seams, in the edges. In this case, they tried to attack the middle of the field, but this zone defense didn't allow it because they were able to see the ball come off the quarterback's hands, and everyone was able to react to the football and knock it away. And that was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
They stay on the ground. This is Gillersley again. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. They'll run for it with Gillisley. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. And quickly, they get to the line.
One of the hallmarks of their success this year, they've been fearless on 4th down. And they convert another one right here to move the chains.
They'll try to run it in with Gillisley. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Mike Gillisley with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bills cut into that lead. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Well, Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
The play fake. Winston. Out left side here to Bryant. 15 yards through the air and a first down. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th and final quarter. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. A first down throw for Winston. He's going to lead this for his running back. It's complete. No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down.
Usually the offense has an answer to anything a defense throws at them, including a safety valve. And that's what they did on that play. They went there, but the defense still made an excellent play and held them to no gain.
Jameis to throw it. Flushed out right. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Give him 6 on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
An extra defensive back in the game now here for 3rd and 4. Here's Winston escaping the pressure right. And Winston lost the football.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
Jameis now on first down. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 20 yards on the pickup there. And it's good enough for a Seattle first. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. They'll run it now out of the gun. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down. Ready, blue lady.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. Now Jameis on 2nd down. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback right in the face of him puts him down.
He's going to get this one out to his fullback. 5 yards on the screen, but that'll take us to 4th down. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And Hauschka's kick is good. And that will make this now a 15-point advantage. So they settle for just the 3 there, but clearly anything helps when you're trying to salt one away here in the 4th.
Without a doubt, I think a touchdown would have been the final nail. But 3 does give him some breathing room and lets him build up a little cushion.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And here come the Bills. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, give up the score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. He was looking for Watkins that time, and it's second down. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
Again, now it's Taylor on 2nd and 10. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. So a 2nd down incompletion now brings up 3rd down.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
3rd down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win, and the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Here we go. It's Taylor on 4th down. Time for a break. And it is incomplete. We'll come back and see this one out after this. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They're looking to throw this. Winston. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Now the Bills will take another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. 2nd down, Winston. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on. 3rd down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Winston. And he's got Lockett. And he eventually goes down, but not before reaching the 30-yard line. And now a 1st down following that long gain. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. Being chased. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Jameis Winston with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 yards with a new rule as he's taken down right at the 20-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. He's going to let it fly, and it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Second and 10 now. It's Taylor. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's caught at the 25. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Throwing now, Taylor on first down. He's going to let it fly. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Well, Charles, the forecast called